quietness of prayer, I take peace with me. I am ready to face the day. As a peaceful person, I know that peace is my very nature. Harmony is my purpose and my goal. I seek serene people, places, and experiences. My soul feels at home everywhere as the peace of my heart flows outward to bless everyone it touches. The Bible verse is, "May grace and peace be yours in abundance in the knowledge of God and of Jesus our Lord." And that's 2 Peter. And now it's time for meditation by singing our meditation song, "Lead Me to the Light."
Lead me to the light. Lead me to the light. Help me to see it through. Lead me into the light. Make my eyes to see all that I can be. Help me to see it through. Lead me into the light. Today's meditation will be mostly in the silence. It will be a meditation of loving kindness. So let's settle into our seats. No distractions on our lap. Let us, as our Buddhist friends recommend, let us be where our hands are. And breathe. Relaxing our eyes, imagining them in pools of warm water, resting the muscles around our eyes, relaxing our jaw, and going within to breathe. As we start with loving kindness affirmations for ourselves, may I be well. May I be happy. May I be peaceful. We remember to breathe. And as we bring loved ones to mind, family, children, beloved pets, we say, may you be well. May you be happy. May you be peaceful. And as the mind wanders, for that's what the mind does, we return to the breath. As we consider all those around the world who are suffering, who feel lost and disconnected and frightened, may you be well. May you be happy. May you be peaceful. We breathe. As we come back to the moment, to our chairs, we send a prayer, the unity prayer for protection, to the whole world when we say, the light of God surrounds you. The love of God enfolds you. The power of God protects you. And the presence of God watches over and through you. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with each and every one of us. All is well, and so it is. Amen. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. Of all the many names for God, and there are quite a few, some as old as time itself, and some seem rather new. I've got a favorite, and maybe you do too. Mine is out of the blue, out of the blue, out of the blue. It all worked out and everything came through. Deals were done and songs were sung in the time, well, it just flew, and it all came from out of the blue. At times I feel so full of doubt and don't know where I fit. Tired and my mind keeps saying, might be time to quit. Then just when I get quiet, 'cause that something tells me to, hope comes out of the blue, out of the blue, out of the blue, where everything's created old and new. I'll have the best idea, and I'll know what to do, and it all came from out of the blue. Everything's created twice, first in thought and then in form. You have been creating from the moment you were born. Out of the blue, out of the blue, whether or not you believe it's true, just your being here is the biggest clue that you came from out of the blue. Yeah, we all came from out of the blue.
When I was a kid, I was the seventh of 9 kids, and one of us would get to go spend time in the city with Aunt Mary and Uncle Sham, because they didn't have any kids, and it was like being an only child. And I remember sitting at their dining room table on a Chicago phone book. I think about that when Welcome, I'm so happy you're here. I'm so glad that some of you are streaming now live, and or those who come later on. We post the service, the video of the service, online here at Unity Displays. Welcome to the newcomers. You will notice on your packet that you got a car because, full disclosure, I want to be Oprah. I do. I just want to be Oprah. And Oprah was famous for giving, you get a car and you get a car. So we think it'll help in your visualization in case you want a card. So I was in Evanston at one of my favorite spots called the Mexican store. Has anybody been there? It's yay! And I couldn't resist. This is disappointing affirmations. I thought, I'm in. Okay. Don't be sad. You're making everyone uncomfortable. Things didn't work out for a reason. The reason is you make terrible decisions. And how about this one? It's okay to have feelings, but do you have to have so many? And one of my favorites, right in the middle of the book, says, failure is always an option. Thank you. You know, some days I just need to know that it's okay. It's okay to laugh, and it's okay to be really sad, and it's okay to have feelings of anger and disillusionment, and we have affirmations and denials in Unity. Not that we don't deny what's going on is going on. We deny that it has power over us. And some days that's a full-time job, to not let it have that kind of power. Or at 3 a.m. when I'm wide awake with a thumping heart. So last week I was in a meeting, and then after the meeting, actually, which is the real meeting, it's always the meeting after the meeting that, you know, you have time to go deep. And one of my friends and a member of the group said, what can you do about how do you let go of people that are just clearly not good for you? And as I'm scanning my spiritual leader brain for something really wise and helpful, I got nothing. But what pops out of my mouth was the word forgiveness. That's all. I didn't have any and my friend looked at me like, wow. And it was sort of an enlightening moment for both of us, because I knew it was for me. I knew it was for me. I think it was helpful for her. I knew it was for me. And that's my work. And as usual, I bring my work to work. Thank you for that. So today I wanted to talk about, well, what about forgiveness? You might be thinking, yeah, Meg, what about forgiveness? I think these are really trying times, but it's our purpose for being here. It's ongoing, that's for sure, the forgiveness, and Matthew said, in Matthew 18, 21, 22, when Jesus told Peter not to forgive 7 times, metaphysical meaning of 7, of the number 7 is completion. 7 means completion. But 70 times 7. This phrase is widely understood as an instruction to forgive without limit. or to forgive continuously, rather than a literal limit of 490 times. And if you're counting, well, good on you, but 490, I hit it, it's all good. No. It seems to be a mantra for me. Oh, that's right. Oh. Several years ago, there was a popular book that was recommended for our studies called Radical Forgiveness by Colin Tipping. I don't know if anyone has read it. It is not for sissies. It's not for the faint of heart to this method of forgiveness. So this is the breakdown from Colin Tipping. Nothing actually needs to be forgiven at the deepest level. So there's what you're concerned of and what you feel has been a wrong. And then there's way underneath that nothing actually needs forgiveness. This is big work. Why? Because Colin Tipping argues everything that happens has a higher spiritual purpose. I get that. Yeah. Events happen for us, not to us. But in the middle of it, it feels as if it's happening to me. And of course, we talk about the 4 quadrants. Life is happening to me, by me. The to me is why me, life's happening to me. And then by me, when we come into unity and new thought, we learn about manifestation. It's by me. Whee! It's like having I want a car. I got a car. And it's kind of fun and mysterious and cool and manifestation. And then after a while, it's like, our wand breaks, it seems, because I'm looking for something more. And then it's life through me. That feels like a big calling. And then the Jesus quadrant, life as me, to be the light of the world, that life is as me. So instead of seeing yourself as a victim, you shift to seeing meaning, even through the hurt. Normal forgiveness is, you hurt me, but I'll forgive you anyway. I will deign to forgive you. Ooh, yeah. Then radical forgiveness, at a deeper level, nothing wrong actually happened. Breathe. This served a purpose. Now, at my advanced age, I'm actually able to look back on things and get, I get that. I can see that. I can see the wisdom in that happened. If I remember that everything is for the evolution of my soul. That's why I'm here, I think. That's a big mental shift. It's less about letting someone off the hook and more about changing how you interpret reality. I usually mention, that I go to the Buddhist temple on Saturdays to hear my teacher. And if we know anything about Buddhists, they're way into reality, into the moment. That this is happening. This is happening, and this is life. And life is suffering, but optional. Tipping says, suffering comes from the story we tell about events, not the events themselves. One of my biggest stories was about my mom and how much she bugged me. And I think our parents, I think it's safe to have stuff around our parents. It just is. And I think it's really normal. And they had stuff about their parents. But hanging on to the story was not good. And I remember when I was living in New York, I had just a marvelous mentor and friend. And I was talking about my mom again, and she stopped. We were walking down the street in Manhattan. She stopped and she looked at me and she said, "You had to get here somehow." I loved it. It broke the spell for a bit of, that happened to me, and that should have been different, and I'm right about that. And whenever I think something should have been different, I get stuck in the mud of that. I get stuck in the mud of, that should be different. It should not be the way it is. And then this tries to change it and gets all in a tangle. So it's the story. So the healing is changing the story. Edwene Gaines, the marvelous teacher, one of my first Unity teachers, says, tell your story to 3 people and then be done with it. Isn't that powerful? Tell your story to 3 people and be done with it. 60 Minutes was started with the 4 words, tell me a story. Y'all, since we've been around fires in caves, we've been telling a story. So I think it's time to tell a new story, because what we're seeing is an out-picturing of what we've been thinking. That's Unity 101. That thoughts held in mind produce after their kind. I have to take responsibility for this. I'm not alone. But what I'm seeing, I have created on some level. And that takes, I think, self-forgiveness. I love that our women's retreat, Unity Displays Women's Retreat, is coming up next month, is on self-love. It's exciting. It's really exciting. And I don't think there can be self-love without self-forgiveness. Letting ourselves off the hook for things real or imagined. Because again, this can make up a story that's not true. But because if I'm in a victim place, I'm going to make it me. Might not be me. But it's safer to make it me than perhaps someone I don't want to put it on. It's a psychology. It's a psychology. So he recommends drop blame and victim thinking, question your assumptions about what happened, see events as part of a larger pattern of growth or healing. I wonder if Jesus taught 7 times 70, forgive 7 times 70, because he knew in his infinite wisdom that forgiveness is the way to a higher consciousness. That forgiveness, every time I forgive, I think I up-level a bit in consciousness. I hope I do, to let go. Because that thinking is replaced with, oh, okay, forgiveness. Radical forgiveness is about completely changing your perception of painful events so that blame disappears and peace becomes possible. All those who have studied and are studying A Course in Miracles says, Meg, this is the Course. Of course it's the Course. It's lesson 62. Forgiveness is my function as the light of the world. Forgiveness is my function as the light of the world. And the lesson is, it is your forgiveness that will bring the world of darkness to the light. It is your forgiveness that lets you recognize the light in which you see. Forgiveness is the demonstration that you are the light of the world. Through your forgiveness, does the truth about yourself return to your memory. Therefore, in your forgiveness lies your salvation. Healing first begins with me. Let there be peace on earth. Let it begin with me. My healing must take place. I have a great affection for, and they're old jokes, guy goes to heaven jokes. Guy goes to heaven stories. My favorite is, this guy goes to heaven, guys goes to heaven. He gets there and he sees two lines. And one line is really long. And then one line, there's nobody in it. So he gets in that line. He looks at the sign. St. Peter walks over to him and says, "Excuse me, sir," because the lines are labeled. Then he sees the lines are labeled. The first line is for husbands who are henpecked to death by their wives. They're just henpecked to death. The line is long. The line he's standing is for those who had the perfect wife. St. Peter says, "Excuse me, sir, are you sure you're in the right line?" And he said, "I don't know. My wife told me to stand here." But I thought about Guy Goes to Heaven, and I thought, man, that'd be kind of cool. I'm not sure that's how heaven happens, but let's just say it is. It does. It happens that way. What if you got to heaven and St. Peter's there, and to greet you, and he just wants to check you out before, make sure you're on the level. And he's looking through your file. He pulls out your file. He's looking through your file. And every now and then he takes out a sheet out of your file. And some of them are small. Some of them are little sheets, and some of them are sort of medium size. Some are larger. And then he pulls out a really big one. And then he goes through each one. And then he looks at you and he says, "Okay, so I've got it all in order now. These are forgiveness certificates. Now these little ones are, remember your brother Rob who gave you a black eye? He really didn't mean to, but you guys were goofing around, and yeah, that's this one. Or these are a couple people you let through in traffic, and this little medium one is your ex. These two, these rather larger ones, are your parents. And this really big one, this one, I'm glad it's in your file. It's the self-forgiveness certificate. That you forgave yourself for the mistakes that you made. You let yourself off the hook. You started again. It seems here many times. That's good. That's good. So what do we do now? What do we do now in earning our certificates? Because it is hard to watch and think, on one hand, I know it's for our healing and for the greater good. On another hand, I think, ooh, this is work. So I love these little booklets from Unity. This one is, "And So We Pray." Unity was built on prayer, my friends, and the healing power of prayer. And this is one of my favorite ministers, Unity ministers, Reverend Ellen Davenport. But she says this is a checklist to elevate consciousness. So we might think about this week. Effective action stems from the consciousness we hold. We want to be guided or inspired to take action. We want to be for something and not up in arms against something. An angry and judgmental mindset will not yield desired results in the long run. So, how to shift our consciousness? Unity teaches 5 universal spiritual principles that have been known for thousands of years in all the world's major religions. These principles provide a handy checklist for aligning our consciousness with the divine before we decide what, when, and how to take action. 1. God is all there is, present everywhere. That means there is no situation or circumstance where God is not. We are Velcroed to God. We are one with God. We can rest assured of the presence even when outer events seem anything but godly. 2, human beings are one with God and inherently good. Again, the principle is true even when human behavior does not appear to bear it out. One of our greatest challenges may be to remember and acknowledge the divine in every other being we encounter. 3, our thoughts and feelings have power to create our experience. What we hold in mind shows up in our lives. We get what we expect, even subconsciously. Our thoughts and feelings have a powerful influence on what happens and how we experience it. 4, prayer and meditation reinvigorate our unbreakable connection to God, our oneness with the flow of the universe. And 5, it is not enough to know these principles. We must live the truth we know. Notice this action step comes last. We act, 1, after we have acknowledged the presence of spirit around and within us. So stopping, going to center, and acknowledging, oh, I'm one with God. 2, after we have seen the divine in all others. This is big work, seeing the divine in all. 3, after we have lined up our thoughts to focus on the best possible outcome. A lot of coaches say, your vision, start at the end, seeing it fulfilled, and work backwards. 4, after we have prayed. Then from this higher consciousness, we can receive pure guidance. We can be inspired to act, maybe in a way we never thought of before, a way that comes out of the blue. When I get still, when I take a walk, when I meditate, when I'm in the shower, when I'm driving, and not conscious really of, just letting it, it'll come, to calm down. Remember too that to live in truth may not always mean acting overtly. Sometimes we practice principle by keeping silent, backing off, letting go, surrendering the outcome. When we have wholeheartedly practiced the first 4 principles, we will know what to do and when to do it. So we have these teachings, friends. We know what to do and when to do it. And we have each other. Thank you for being here. Thank you mostly for your consciousness, because it is being raised all the time. Thank you for sharing it with us. And please know you can never be separated from the one power and the one presence. You are loved 24/7. Your picture is on God's refrigerator. Thank you.
All right, I got a surprise for y'all.
Yeehaw!
Oh my.
I know, right? Spirit tells me the goofiest stuff. I'm telling you. I'm not blaming Spirit, but I'm just saying, loves to play. Spirit loves to play. So this week, I always pay attention. I ask my songwriting students, I say, what song did you wake up with in your head? And sometimes they have an answer and sometimes they don't, but I think that's always a sign from above to pay attention. Not sure why this one came up, but all week. I wanna be a cowboy sweetheart. I wanna learn to rope and ride. I wanna ride past the plains and the desert, out past the great divide. I wanna hear the coyotes singing while the sun sets in the west. I wanna be a cowboy sweetheart. That's the life that I love best. Yodelay-hoo, yodelay-hoo, yodelay-yodelay-hoo, and yodelay-hoo, yodelay-hoo, yodelay-yodelay-hoo. It's a gift. I wanna ride old paint and get 'em on the run. I wanna feel the wind in my face, 1,000 miles away from it all, moving at a cowhand's pace. I wanna pillow my head beneath the open sky as the sun sets in the west. I wanna play my guitar and yodelay-hoo. That's the life that I love best. Everybody, yodelay-hoo and yodelay-hoo, yodelay-yodelay-hoo, yodelay-hoo, yodelay-hoo, yodelay-yodelay-hoo. I wanna be a cowboy sweetheart. I wanna learn to rope and ride. I wanna sail across the plains and the desert. Actually, people used to pay me money to do this. Out through the great divide. I wanna hear the coyotes singing while the sun sets in the west. I wanna play my guitar and yodelay-hoo. That's the life that I love best. This is the life that I love best. Well, thank you so much.
Wow, how about that? That came out of the blue. So there. Now, and to follow that up, this is the time in our service when we share our offerings and tithes with Unity Des Plaines. We thank those here in the room today, those who are watching online for your generous support. As our ushers come forward, please hold your gifts in your hands and recite our offering prayer together. Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you, God, and so it is. And now our offertory song.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am
am so blessed. We are so blessed. We are so blessed. We are so grateful for all that we have. We are so blessed. We are so blessed. We are so grateful. We are so blessed.
Ushers, please bring the offering and the prayer box forward to be blessed.
We are indeed so blessed by these tithes and offerings and these prayers, knowing that these tithes go forth to do a mighty work. You can't outgive God, but we're going to try. Here at Unity Des Plaines, we are a tithing church. And we know that every prayer in the prayer box is already healed in the mind of God, and that time passes quickly for the answer. These and so many more blessings we give thanks for. So be it, and so it is.
We honor and welcome all contributions of time, talent, and treasure. If you have a time or a talent to contribute, please let a board member know how you would like to be involved. Thank you for your generous tithes, and in addition to the Sunday collections, checks can be mailed to us, and donations can be made online at unitydesplaines.org. The lovely pulpit flowers today are donated by Olga Laluz in honor of Tom's birthday and Tom and Olga's anniversary. Hey. They got a twofer. Congratulations and happy birthday. Remember, you too can be a flower angel. Choose your special date, sign up in the lobby. The fee is $35, and flowers are yours to keep after the service. You can mail a check or turn one into the office. And now some announcements. Today after service is a healing prayer circle. Please note that this will be the last time that the healing prayer circle is on a Sunday. Starting in May, it will go back to taking place on the second Wednesday of the month from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. Okay, this was just a trial, an interim. We had that. Okay, 6:30 to 7:30 on Wednesday. And next week, April 19th, after the Sunday service, we will be honoring our volunteers with our Volunteer Appreciation Luncheon. Yay, that sounds like a good idea. We have a lot of volunteers here.
Could I add something on the 19th also? Next Sunday, I will be interviewing right here Corky Siegel. My friend Corky Siegel will be here. I will be interviewing him. It's really going to be a fun day. Hope you can make it.
Excellent. So we have that on the 19th as well. We're all welcome to join us as we thank everybody who contributes and all that they do and what we do here. So also, just to let you know, we have all of your classes and upcoming events are in the bulletin. I'm just looking today that they have an entire sheet that's available for you. And within there, just if I can mention one item, spring cleanup, which is always something that we need to get ahead of, is going to be on Saturday, May 9th. Okay, so please keep that in mind. And now let's sing the children in with We Are Walking in the Light.
We are walking in the light, in the light, in the light. We are walking in the light of God. In the light of God. We are walking in the
How wonderful to see all your smiling faces. Do you want to say something about what you did today?
Today We learned about the golden rule and how you treat others how you want to be treated.
Did you want to say anything? No? All right. All right, pass it on to Theo.
Yeah, okay, so, today after we did our little check-in, we started in this book called Lessons in Truth by Emily Cady. Yes, okay. And so as we were starting with that book, we kind of learned about, there was a line where it said, you've got to learn how to be both an inlet and maybe even an outlet for the energy of God. And so we kind of related that to like almost a little like Reiki, and like in your daily life you can, I'll start with a new thought on the Reiki thing. So it's so with Reiki, you are an outlet for the universe, for energy specifically and everything. So if you are just using your own energy, Max said, you will get burned out really quickly. So you couldn't possibly sustain that. So you've got to become an inlet for the universe. You've got to be willing to accept the energy from the universe, so that you're not just burning yourself out so quickly. So and we related that to the daily life. You can't give any more energy than you have to give. You've got to be willing to accept some energy from the universe and be an inlet and also an outlet at the same time.
All right, let's dance, sing, and pray. Walking feet.